road. "I'll admit it," he said, leaning on his cane. "This farm, this girl, she's done what I never thought possible." Clara smiled. "Thank you, Mr. Martin." Eli nodded at Thomas. "And you, old man, knew she'd do it. You just needed someone to prove it." As the years stretched on, Thomas felt the weight of time on his shoulders, but he also felt the lightness of fulfillment. He had seen the past, painful and beautiful, weave itself into the present through Clara. The land, the house, and even Scout, now older and slower, had found a rhythm that matched theirs. One evening, after a long day of work, Thomas and Clara sat on the porch, watching the sun set behind the distant hills. "You think she'd be proud?" Clara asked, softly. "Every day," Thomas said. "She's here, in you, in the land, in everything that grows." They sat together in silence as the first stars appeared, the river glimmering faintly in the distance. Scout rested at their feet, tail flicking occasionally. The wind carried the scent of pecans and fresh earth. "It's hard to believe how far we've come," Clara whispered. Thomas nodded. From letters to legacy, from loss to home. This is what she wanted, for you, for the farm, for the story to continue. Years later, Clara would take over fully, making decisions Thomas had once carried alone. But he would still be there, offering guidance when asked, watching the land thrive under her care, proud of the life she was building and the lessons she had learned. The last light on Cottonwood Road was no longer about endings. It was about continuity, about how love, work, and patience could bind generations together. Thomas closed his eyes, leaning back in the porch rocker, and for the first time in decades he felt completely at peace. The past, with all its grief and longing, had not been lost. It had been woven into the future, carried forward in Clara, in the land, in the quiet heartbeat of Cottonwood Road. And as the night settled over the pecan trees, the river, and the farmhouse with its stubborn green shutters, he understood that life, in all its stubborn beauty, would endure. The story of Cottonwood Road was complete, yet it would continue in every seed planted, every fence mended, every laugh in the fields. A living legacy that no storm, no loss, and no passage of time could erase.